I reached into the fridge for a cold pop and guzzled it back as I headed up the stairs to my room. I stripped off my shirt and removed my phone from my back pocket. Sage Farrell's name and her excited text stared up at me. It was a repeat of the voicemail she'd left earlier. Sage. I have something fantastic to show you. A math problem I've been working on for a long time. I can see the future, Mars. You won't believe it. Sage was a brunette beauty I'd met in Detroit University. We'd just completed our freshman year, which had been unbelievable, and I mean that in the literal sense. We ended up solving 2 campus crimes, but that wasn't the amazing part. It was how we did it. We had a connection. Unfortunately, that connection didn't include the romantic type, at least not for her. My heart, by contrast, had been pretty much leveled. I liked her. A lot. To my chagrin, the fact that I'd used the word chagrin validates my nerd card, she had me solidly in the friend category. Kill me now. I still didn't see what she saw in the jerk Tristan Coy, but I was the last person on Earth who could claim to understand girls. I didn't know what she meant by seeing the future. Was she into astronomy now? Charting the stars? Had she stumbled into a type of palm reading that required X plus Y to equal Z? I'd hoped that a couple months with Sage out of the picture and Dakota in it would free me from my infatuation. I required a Sage Farrell detox. Apparently, I needed more time, if I could go by how the mere sight of her name sent my heart racing. I ignored her message and jumped into the shower, firmly planting the image of Dakota and her cute, impish grin in my mind. I was barely dressed, jeans zipped, but shirt unbuttoned and still in my bare feet, when my phone pinged. Sage. I'm at your house. Front door. I gasped and then sprinted down the steps before Sage rang the bell and my mother answered. I paused briefly to collect myself, not aiming for cool exactly, since I'd never hit that bullseye before, just not completely rattled. I took a breath and stepped onto my front stoop, quietly shutting the door behind me. Sage stood there, pretty as anything, wearing shorts that revealed her long porcelain legs and a loose blouse with the top buttons undone. A silver pendant hung delicately against the smooth skin on her chest. I let my eyes linger. Man, I loved summer. She shifted, holding up a thick book, and my attention returned to her face, which was flushed from the warmth of the season. Her eyes were bright with whatever it was that was causing her so much excitement. Hi, Marlow, she said. Hey. Out of habit, I pushed up on my glasses, except they weren't on my face, so I just weirdly poked myself in the forehead. Sage grinned, swinging her dark ponytail side to side. Why don't you just leave them off? She was referring to my glasses, the ones without prescription lenses, that I usually wore even though it had been months since I'd had my eyes lasered. Specs were just part of who I was, or at least, who I saw myself as. Sage was a fan of fashion frames, but I noticed she wasn't wearing any today. The summer heat makes them slip down the nose. Maybe I'll wean myself off this summer, I said noncommittally. How'd you know where I live? She shrugged. This old-fashioned thing called the phone book? Are you going to invite me in? Yeah, sure. I hesitated, swallowing the embarrassment at the thought of her seeing my house and meeting my mother. I opened the door and motioned for her to go inside. My knees almost gave out at the flowery scent of her shampoo as she passed by. It had been a while since I'd been in close quarters with Sage Farrell, and my defenses were down. I fumbled with my buttons. Don't mind the mess, I said. I took in our home, trying to see it with the eyes of someone new. Our place was small and caught in a 90s time warp. Wall-to-wall taupe shag carpeting with a well-worn path from the living room to the kitchen and down the hallway. A deep green couch and chair set in a dusty rose floral print. An old painting of a tall ship at high seas above the couch against a sponge-painted feature wall. The hunter green Venetian blinds with their matching dust-covered window toppers. Mom was in the middle of a long drag on her cigarette. Her eyes widened at the sight of a girl in our house, but she